travel world. Welcome to Experience Travel with Katie and Allie. My name is Katie Lilly, and I am the owner of the Travel Marketplace.
And I'm Allie Schultz, expert travel consultant with the Travel Marketplace. Today we're going to experience travel with a member of Aruba's Tourist Board, Kim Riddle. Hi, Kim.
Hi,
Kim.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. Nice to be here. Thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah, nice to have you. Can you introduce yourself to everybody and maybe let everybody know a little bit about the island of Aruba?
Oh, definitely. For those, again, I'm Kim Riddle, the Business Development Manager for the U.S. I'm based down in Houston, so unfortunately I'm not on our One Happy Island. But for those of you who have not been to our sunny destination, we're a tiny Dutch island all the way down in the Southern Caribbean, just 15 miles off the coast of South America. Great thing about that location is we have perfect weather any time of the year. So whether you're coming during the winter season, trying to get out of the cool weathers that you have here, always warm air and water temperatures because we're close enough to the equator, or if you're traveling during the summer and fall when it's not as busy. We are one of only 3 islands on the outer fringes of the hurricane belt. So beautiful weather any time of the year, and it's just that perfect getaway destination weather-wise.
And what are some of the popular activities on the island?
Whatever you're looking to do. It's not just a flop and drop. While we do have an all-inclusive, several all-inclusive properties that you can choose from, we are that destination where you easily go off property and have experiences. And again, it's a tiny destination, only 19.5 miles long by 6 miles wide, so it's easy to go out and explore. So you can go out and do your snorkeling, whether you do it by boat or you can easily rent cars for your clients, and then they can drive to locations like Mango Halto and walk in from the shore and do some snorkeling, or up to Arashi and have that snorkeling right from the shore. So when people are looking to do that and not have to be on the schedule of being out on a boat, you can do that. Of course, windsurfing, deep sea fishing, scuba diving, all of your water activities, kiteboarding, all of that you can do on island. But we're not just about your water activities. We have all of your topside attractions as well, because it's that desert island. It's rugged and wild with different activities that you can choose from. So go and explore the island. That northeastern side of the island definitely has a different type of terrain. So we want you to explore the island, so you can do that by horseback, off-road adventure vehicles like UTVs. We have biking trails and hiking trails. So whatever you're looking for, daytime, even in nighttime, it's a foodie's paradise. Dine with your feet in the sand, toes in the water. Doesn't that sound good right now? Just being able to dine out. That would just be so nice. Much less to dine out.
The little things we take for granted, we don't realize once they take them away from us.
Exactly. Post-COVID world. So yeah, it will be tons of activities that you can choose from. Yeah.
And that is one thing that I know my clients really like about Aruba is there's so many different types of options. So whether you did want an all-inclusive resort and had everything included from your food and activities, to being actually able to stay off resort at some of the hotels or villas and being able to explore the island, because the island is a fairly safe island. And that is one reason that a lot of Americans like to go there, is they like to be able to go out and try the different dining. And you have a lot of casinos, and there is a lot of different activities, beaches and lighthouses and all different things for people to see.
Correct, definitely. Just having that influence of 90 distinct nationalities, you really get that influence of different nationalities on island. Everybody on island actually speaks at least 4 languages. They have to graduate from high school, so there's not a language barrier for you. So you still have that, feel of a foreign destination, but because around 70% of our visitors, it's about 62 really, 62% of our visitors come from the US, we really cater to the Americans. So you really have that ease and the feel when you're on island of being at home, because everybody is speaking your language. They use the US dollar. Everything is priced in the US. They give you change back in the US, even though the local currency is the Aruban florin. So we just make it easy for the American. So those things, when it's all tied up together, you see a lot of the name recognitions that we have here in the US as well, whether it's a restaurant, the hotel chains, and shopping. You've got your Tommy Hilfiger and Coach, and all of the high-end stores that you have here. So when you're out shopping, again, you're just driving around and you're seeing this name brand and recognition that it just puts you at ease, and it's a comfort feel that you have when you come down to the island.
We'll take a look at this beautiful island now. Well, Kim, the weather here is really cold and miserable, and sort of has been for the past week. So seeing that really makes me definitely, I cannot wait to start vacationing again. Can you tell us about Aruba's Carnival and any of the other really popular festivals that you have?
Arubans live for Carnival. It's in their blood, and that's the one thing that they actually celebrate year long. Carnival season officially begins that first week of January and goes until the Sunday prior to Ash Wednesday. So it is a long Carnival season, especially if Easter is late in the year. So it's definitely a very exciting time to be on island. So it's not as risque as some destinations where, go down to New Orleans and flash something to get beads and things like that. So it's good for families. And we have it in both St. Nicholas as well as in downtown Oranjestad. So, the different activities and the actual calendar can actually be found every year on Aruba.com. So when you're coming down at that time of year, you can always see the different activities that will be taking place, whether it's our Jover morning where you have the 4 a.m. Everyone goes out in the streets in your pajamas, and it's a party that starts at that time. Maybe it was still left over from the night before, or the children's parade down in San Nicolas, as well as in Oranjestad, the lighting parade in the evenings. So a lot of different activities that take place and a lot of fun. Of course, we do different music festivals. Unfortunately, this year, Soul Beach Music Festival did need to be canceled and pushed back another year, but that's been going in Aruba for many years now. So several different music festivals that we have every year. There's just a lot of things that you can come and participate and see while you're on island. And of course, we have all of our calendar of events right there on Aruba.com. Every year in October, we also do an Eat Local, where you can actually have local menu recipes at various different restaurants where it's a prefix menu, and they don't always run these menu offerings at their restaurant. So it's a great time to actually have those prefix menus of different samples. And we do a food truck festival. So many different, like I said, events that are offered throughout the year.
Well, I love a good festival. That sounds like a lot of fun. And sounds like Katie will have to go down in, sometime between January and March and go to Carnival, because that sounds like fun. That 4 o'clock in the morning pajama jam, that sounds like a really good time. So yeah, that sounds like that's great. Yeah. One of the things that you did mention that actually I didn't know this was that the 4 languages that people are required to speak. That's pretty impressive. What are they? I mean, obviously I know English, but what are the other ones?
Dutch is our official language on island, and Papiamento is the local language, only spoken in Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. And then, of course, they learn to speak Spanish as well as English in grade school. So by the time they graduate from high school, they know how to speak all 4 of those languages. Because Papiamento is made up of 6 different languages, it's not uncommon for somebody to also speak Portuguese or French, you know, one of those other languages as well. Right now, in the tourism sector, you'll have others that will go to learn additional languages. Like we have a lot of Italians that come down to the destination. So people in tourism learn to speak Italian so that they can communicate with all the Italians. So it's really nice to see all the different languages around the destination.
That is a really nice thing. And like I said before, I really didn't know that was a requirement, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, especially when we know how we've gotten here in the US now. You know, ours, because of all the texting, I have 3 kids, you know, they're in college. So by the time they're doing all the texting these days, we don't even speak proper English anymore because they don't communicate face to face anymore.
That's definitely true. And I can understand that. I have a daughter who's in college as well. Katie has a son in college. So I know that we definitely can understand the we'll call it different English, shall we say?
Correct.
Yes.
And another thing too that I really like about Aruba, and my clients do, is you actually get to clear customs on the Aruba side when you're leaving Aruba.
That is correct. It does make it so much easier for you. You can actually fill out your entry card when you come in online, so that actually helps you out as well, and that saves that information for you. So for our repeaters, they love that. And then it doesn't save the passport number, so there's no security breach for you. And then on the way home, you actually clear U.S. Customs and Immigrations. And so when you get back to the U.S., of course, from your area, it's not a nonstop, so it is a connection. So you just get off your plane, go straight to the next gate, and you're done. You don't have to recollect bags. That gives you time to, you know, use a real facility instead of that smelly box on an airplane. Stretch your legs a little bit and grab something to eat, because the airlines don't feed you any longer. So it's just a win-win for everybody in that regards.
Yeah, and a lot of my clients love that they can actually stay in Aruba a little longer before they take their flight home, because they don't need the extra 3 hours in Aruba. So a lot of times they get to leave at 4 or 5 o'clock, which, as we know, that's kind of nice. You get an extra day on vacation.
Right, correct.
Is there anything else that you wanted to tell our viewers today, Kim, before we go?
Those are the highlights there. Of course, all of the airlines do fly to Aruba, so you've got any of your preferred carriers that you can fly and connect down to the destination. So it's real easy to get down to Aruba. So definitely keep us in mind with that. Of course, you're the heroes, you're the pros for booking the destination. You'll know of any specials and offerings that are happening out there. So you're able to assist them in all of those ways. But yeah, just we appreciate you taking the time and bringing us on board.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Kim. And thank you, everyone, for experiencing travel with the Travel Marketplace and the Aruba Tourist Board. If you'd like any more information on Aruba, please feel free to contact us at the Travel Marketplace. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep dreaming about your next travel experience.
Bye, everyone.